Welcome back to Mitford Pottery. A bit of a different video for us in this one. We are going to do some test tiles, which I'm guilty of not doing for my glazers. So we're going to do 2 different test tile types, possibly even 3 different test tile types. So we are going to use the first style is going to be extruded. Now this is the MKH Craft Supplies clear extruded gun, and pretty good. Used it for doing handles and that. And I recently got an attachment which, if you can see at the end, it gives you tubes on this attachment. So the idea behind it is we'll extrude a tube, let it go leather hard, cut it in half, and you get 2 test tiles. So they'll be sort of like that type of tube, but cut in half. And that's your 2 test tiles. Put some marks on it for the clear too. So that's our first one. So we'll do that one. So we've got the attachment in the end of the gun. We have our sausage of clear, which goes in the tube, and that's the other end of it there. It's like what we would call an old-fashioned greasing gun type thing, or what like a paint silicone gun type thing. So that's it there, like that. And we're going to extrude the clear, so you just keep pressing the trigger and it squashes the clear in the tube. And there we go. And then the clear starts to come out, as you can see, and it sort of wraps around itself. So I'm going to we'll move the camera down onto the wheel, and let's see if so we've got a little mini bat. So we're going to start extruding this out. Right, we'll get about there, and then palette knife, because it's flat, hasn't got an edge, then we will run that through. I'll just lie that down, see what that looks like. They say I've never done this before, so that's not bad actually. So as you can see, we now have an extruded clear tube, about that high. So I'll do a few more of them, and we'll come back and we'll do another type. So we'll see you in a few. Okay, so that's 1 tube done. So that's to as far as it'll go. So we'll just take the pressure off that. We'll take the end off so you can see the bits inside. So that's the insert you get in the gun, or for the gun. We'll just put all that to one side. We'll show you the results. So we got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, sort of 7 varying size tubes, and they'll be cut in half or left like that. Don't know, have to have a think about it, see what's best, because they've got to be, obviously the bases have got to be stable for them to stand up in the kiln, and we don't want them falling over. So we're going to let these dry off a bit so we can handle them without squashing them, and then we'll fettle them up, and we'll come back to them in a little while. So we'll move the camera back up. So next one is more throwing related. So this is, we're going to do the traditional, we'll throw a ring of clay on the wheel, let it dry, and then carve it up. And that'll be our second type. So I'll just have a bit of clean up and I'll see you in a few seconds. Okay, we've reset. And it would help if I had some water. Gotta have a bit of water. There we are. Does help when you're throwing. Right. About, just it'll be over 1 kilogram of clay. I haven't got my scales, so it is a rough guesstimate. So we're going to throw a donut type shape. Make sure it's centered. Which it is. So we're going to end up about that height. So we're going to squash it down a bit more as if we're making a plate to start with. So I'm looking at, I'll just stop there a minute, there's some lines here, so I'm aiming for this outside mark on the wheel. So we've got our disc shape. Now, I haven't done this for a while, so it could go horribly wrong. So in the middle, we're now going to break in, but we're going to go all the way through to the base. Like that. So we're all the way through to the wooden bat there. Now this is the bit where it can go off centre. So we're going to squash that donut out to here. So I'm just going to pull that clay out. It takes quite a bit of effort. Keep moving it out, keep moving it out. Whew. See, I'll probably lose a bit of clay in the middle, but I'll clear that out of the way. So we're out of there. Now, how do I want these to look? Slow the wheel a bit. Right, let's have a clean up and have a gather our thoughts, because we're doing this on the fly a bit, as we always do. Right, where's my throwing stick? I just want to clear this out. Okay, so we've got our donut. Now what we're going to do, we're going to split the clay there. We're going to split it about there, and then we're going to lift that up, he says confidently. He says, as if he knows what he's doing. because we want that as to be our stable base there. So if I split the clay on the inside, so that's our inside edge, and then we'll do the same on the outside. Some water on it. Right, so we're gonna what I'm thinking is we'll leave like a bit of a gully here, so if it does run, we're going to catch the drips, and the same on the inside, and make that a little bit more of a gully, catch any runoff. So this bit is what we're going to lift, but we'll make it like an sort of slanting inwards a bit, I think. So let's see if we can grab the clear. Just get it started like that. That's alright. Just get some water on it. Get rid of some of this water. Right, so slow the wheel a little bit. So now we're going to lift this bit just as we normally would. So we'll dig in. So we're sort of trying to mimic the average thickness of your pot, and that's about right for mine, I think. So as always, we've got to make it tidy. So we'll finish the top edge off. Get our, so that's a wooden rib. It's got a rounded. I'm hoping that'll fit in here. And we're gonna push it against that just to compact the edges. Like so. Pretty good. I think that's going to do us for what we wanted. So we'll get rid of all the water, and then you can have a better look. Here's our leather. Top edge. And we want to do this edge here. We'll just do a little undercut. Smooth that off. That's it. Now, actually, I just noticed something. I think I'll do the same as we do on the outside. We'd put a little undercut in. I'm going to do the same on the inside, just to clean that up. Make it nice, because the next bit I think is a bit tricky. Got to be a bit dexterous. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our cut-off wire, we're going to cut it and then spin the wheel and then take it out, so we're slicing that ring off instead of trying to do it all in one. So we'll so we go down to the wheel head, that's it. I think we survived just. They are test tiles after all. Right, there you go. So that's method 2. Semi-successful. Get rid of this water. So again, when that dries up, they will be fettled into a better shape. So we'll get that off, give you a look at it. So that's it there. Our test ring. So we've got inside and outside, catch all the glares. So that's that one. Put that to one side. Prep some clay and I will be back in a second. Right, we've prepped some clay. So this method is going to be sort of an enclosed sort of teardrop shape. You'll see when I get there. Right, let's get on with this. So basic throwing stuff. So this bit, the top bit's going to get closed right in. Got to make it look presentable, like that. What I want to do on this one, what's it like from under there? I think it's gone squashed a bit, so we're gonna just squeeze them just to make them a bit taller. There you go. And what I am going to do, I'm just going to put a bit of heat on it before we smooth them off. Be back in a second. Right, so I've applied a bit of heat to that. Now what we're going to do, get our metal rib just to smooth our surface off. So, okay, and while we've got our rib, add a little bit of texture to it. Now we need our wire. And now we need our bat. Put them on there. Make sure he doesn't fall off. So I'll put that there. Underneath like that. Dry pot, dry hands. Twist as we lift. Put them on there. And there you go, so there's that one. So that'll be cut in half for another type of test tile. So we got that one. We got them fellas. And if I can reach it, we got that one. So there you go, 3 different types of test tiles. So they've all got to firm up before we cut them into various shapes. And that is it for test tiles 101. There you go, hope you've enjoyed that. A little instructional video. And we'll see you in a video soon. And check out Spire Pottery, Mitford Pottery, which is me, Spire Pottery for courses and classes. We'll see you in another video very soon. And remember, clear is the way. Bye for now.